Introduction to Female Psychology for Men Over 55. Knowing what genuinely appeals to a partner is necessary, particularly for guys. Those over 55 who want to keep a fulfilling and incredibly personal, I provide valuable life in this video. Data that can make all the slightest difference in these times. Making changes to your behavior can radically alter your experience, generating incredibly pleasurable experiences and bolstering the relationship. I'll offer helpful advice. An understanding of female sexuality to make each interaction a special and unique experience. Now is the time to investigate fresh approaches to engage and bring greater contentment in your romantic life. Prior to proceeding, make sure you purchase the channel's subscription so you don't miss our sexuality videos and partnerships if you enjoy the video. The like button to help us expand our audience. Those who submit a comment do so if did you find the topic interesting or not. If it wasn't pertinent, so that we can become better our material in relation to recognizing women. Sexuality is something to keep in mind, that each lady is different and numerous. We'll discuss the factors that are involved today. Very insightful observations regarding what women like and how they feel pleasure. For instance, the well-known G-spot is anything that's widely known. Although it's intriguing to learn that not every woman feel the same way about it for some. The G-spot may be a location of exceptional enjoyment, but for others, it might not have a significant influence, yet over 97%. For many women, the neck is an incredibly delicate and enjoyable place, absolutely enjoying kisses and caresses. Why the psychology of women shifts over time. There's also a fascinating fact, is that roughly 1% of women are able to only orgasms via the nipple stimulation that demonstrates how pleasure zones can differ for oral sex in both men and women. Is among the most prevalent fantasies. Emphasizing the value of investigating various sorts of closeness to advance, help create a rewarding, and I've made a fulfilling sexual life available. Intimacy. Rediscovered, a digital book. When you're 60, you'll have healthy sexuality. Locate helpful and inspiring advice to improve your relationship with physical and emotional difficulties, with practical ways to reignite enthusiasm and relationship in marriage. Get a copy. Through selecting the initial pinned comment. However, don't wait. Because the copies are limited, use this chance to change your emotional and romantic life. The length of time a woman experiences an orgasm can differ significantly, usually lasting 3 and 51 seconds, demonstrating that the varied people may have varied experiences of pleasure. From female to female, it's intriguing to note that just 18% of women can experience orgasms only by penetration of the majority of other kinds of stimulation are required in order to most enjoyment when women have an orgasm. Every area of their brain turns into alive and capable of feeling pleasure once more shortly after, but according to 30% of women, they struggle. Achieving orgasm, and 10% have never possessed this experience that demonstrates how distinct each person is, and that enjoyment can differ for every individual. Were you aware of that? Speaking with comprehension and maturity. Many women want less deep and softer penetrations, which is due to the fact that the G-spot can be stimulated by practice in a more cozy and agreeable manner. Moreover, couples in longer partners typically report having more climaxes than people who only meet once, implying that closeness and emotional ties are crucial. Another intriguing fact is that a lot of women enjoy being showered with attention, including kisses even in their sleep, such as demonstrates love and care when investigating together. Fantasies can be an enjoyable way to enhance the partnership, but it's vital to have open lines of communication to recognize and respect one another's preferences. Concerns regarding one's physical appearance can impact women's intimate relationships and self-esteem life. Therefore, it's crucial to keep that in mind. Every body is unique and lovely. Independently, the clitoris 4 has over 8,000 nerve terminals, for instance, putting it among the most delicate. The entire groin area should be touched by delicate, thus maintaining a healthy beard. Trimmed can avoid pain and annoyance at private moments to feel comfortable in private moments. It's crucial for different body parts to collaborate, so being active and doing regular exercise is important. Research indicates that women typically to find males who play more attractive sports, even in the absence of a yi. On the other hand, many muscular bodies. Not everyone is completely satisfied with their, about 2 out of 3 people have a sexual life. Report a certain amount of discontent, demonstrating how crucial it's to communicate and comprehend one another. Partners require the 69th position. Is a method to investigate feelings and establish a closer relationship between partners in the interim. The position referred to as dog style is typically regarded as fulfilling by many men because it permits deeper penetration in addition to hormones, such as the male hormone testosterone, can impact attraction that some individuals employ fragrance that replicates the aroma of testosterone to draw in other people. But it's critical to keep in mind that true attraction transcends logic and entails respect and a reciprocal relationship. Passionate partnerships endure longer when there are certain distinctions between partners. Reading between the lines in emotional intelligence instead than being overly similar, this can increase harmony and education in the partnership during specific life stages. Similar to menopause, women may encounter an I rise in sexual desire, which is entirely typical emotional and physical over time. Intimacy evolves, and this is a healthy partnership includes having a solid sexual education is essential to assisting others in becoming more self-assured and content with their sexual lives, reducing anxiety and encouraging sexual well-being for a close relationship to be in good health and fulfilling. It's crucial for both partners should modify their expectations in order to bit and collaborate to identify answers that are effective for both. Some individuals are drawn to the intelligence of others, which is known as the basis of sapiosexuality, is attraction. Greater emphasis on the mind than the body aspects. Another intriguing phrase is the Karita approach, which emphasizes emotional bonding during intimate moments as opposed to merely aiming for orgasm. There is an incorrect notion known as dead vaginal syndrome, indicating that a woman may become less sensitive after experiencing. This isn't true for many sexual relationships, as many things can affect sensitivity considerations, but not by the quantity of sexual relationships to win a woman over. It's crucial for males to look after oneself, keeping a nice hairdo. Having a well-groomed beard has an impact. Women also value it when a man demonstrates interest and work to gain their favor, but without appearing to make a lot of effort. Although they are common, sexual fantasies can be a beneficial aspect of their personal lives. They don't not always indicate that someone wishes to satisfy these desires in the real world, but they can support the development of creativity and innovation, and creativity can sometimes lead to more enthusiasm when something novel is presented as a novel experience, or it can rekindle attraction in a new companion as well. And Robert, an excitement psychologist. According to Sternberg, love is a 3 components combined: closeness, zeal, and dedication, based on how the value of confidence in oneself. These components combine several kinds of. Some relationships have the potential to develop into love, greater closeness and dedication, while others might be more fervent. Knowing these components can be beneficial. People are more aware of their personal. Some people's relationships and feelings may experience ongoing sexual arousal and without any apparent justification, which may be uncomfortable for them in addition to the manner. Every individual's relationship with others might be impacted by various attachment secure, avoidant, or nervous styles. People's experiences are influenced by their styles. Sexuality and intimacy in their connections. It's critical to understand that having sex is still possible at all phases of life, including sexual aging. Age is not a barrier to enjoyment, and individuals can lead satisfying sexual lives at every point in life. A perfume or aroma is a crucial element in the attraction between. Some scents can actually raise arousal. This is also intriguing. Must remember that sunlight and weather can impact many people's sexual desire. Reporting increased intercourse during music also plays in the warmer and sunnier months. Has a fascinating role that it can impact our perception of attraction and aid in strengthening the emotional bond. Between individuals, there is a fading orgasm, a condition where some individuals have orgasms without experiencing a great deal of joy or contentment, and hues also have an effect on red, for instance, is frequently connected to enthusiasm and can affect the attraction. Despite the fact that some people might have fantasies or emotions connected to violence, this does not imply that they are aggressive. The most crucial thing in real life is to recognize these emotions and seek living a respectable and healthy life. The mental and emotional bond between two individuals can be just as significant. As physical allure, to possess having a fulfilling sexual life implies that feeling a connection and intimacy with someone can be just as crucial as discovering that. Some individuals find a physically appealing person, might have trouble becoming aroused, might experience an orgasm if they feel being seen, since it may induce them to feel uneasy or preoccupied. Males, who preventing typical misconceptions have issues with IL malfunction, frequently confront bias and judgment, which can damage their relationships and sense of self-worth. It's critical to realize that this is a prevalent problem, and getting assistance yoga can have a significant impact. Has frequently been linked to enhancements in sexual function, including heightened interest and contentment with the online practice. Cybersex or other sexual acts can have positive or negative outcomes based on how the participants exchange information and provide their agreement. The absence of physical touches like embraces and pats can lead to discontent in both the sexual and sentimental elements of a relationship, which explains why these actions of love are crucial to keep the people there close to one another. Are polyamorous partnerships as well, where there are more than two participants, morally and in an open manner. These connections pose a challenge to the conventional notions that just two can also have a love relationship together. Some people might experience sexual attraction, connected to specific foods or methods of eating to demonstrate the potential of sexuality varied and special to each individual after the age of 40, and particularly men tend to notice after the age of 50. That erections may be less firm and slower, and happen less often. This is a typical aspect of growing older. Did you 97% of women select a partner according to developing relationships with respect? This is evident from the way they are in bed. How closeness and physical contact are crucial in relationship studies as well demonstrate how a lady might fall in love with her partner's heartbeats can plummet. Following a moment of eye contact for approximately 2 minutes, and it's incredible how the body can respond to feelings of affection and relationship to the doggy pose. It is determined that style is the one in which women are most likely to getting to orgasm is another experience that women might have. Orgasms using several kinds of stimulation of the clitoris, as well as additional erogenous zones, such as the many guys perform physical activities on their nipples to attempt to make the penis longer. And some people assert that doing so can lengthen it by up to 4 centimeters, albeit caution is necessary, and consult a physician to prevent harm. Attempting new roles can benefit both guys. When women uncover new delicate places and enhance women's sexual enjoyment over time, desire can fluctuate far more than. This is a normal aspect of life for men. An intriguing investigation shows that across women's lives last roughly a year. Choosing what to wear demonstrates how appearance and our manner of presenting. We can have a significant role in a woman's eyes, can convey a wide range of emotions and feelings. Looking into a woman's eyes can disclose a great deal about her thoughts. Regarding emotion, it's also typical for ladies must support one another when they are grouped together, which may be a means of women typically tend to socialize and connect with quickly and frequently create views about thoughts are accurate. They have greater heart rates than men, despite the fact that they, recognizing the expectations of women, dislike being contrasted with other people. Women frequently evaluate themselves against others. In their minds, women might take more time to decide, but once determined that they would want to stay with their selection, which they excel at concealing information and possessing their own reasons for their involvement in connections that are not committed. When women who are disturbed typically like to vent and express their emotions to someone they trust, if a woman abruptly turns into quieter than normal, it could indicate that she is seeking alternatives because she is hurt. Must feel content and secure in order to resolve issues. Typically, women utilize both sides of the brain that facilitates the creation of complex. However, men typically make decisions that concentrate more on a single surprise strategy. Parties, presents, and flowers are always an excellent idea to give women a sense of specialness and valued. If you consider a woman to be more than a friend right away, it's it's crucial to clarify this because if not, she can wind up placing you in the alleged friend zone. Emotions of men and women experience jealousy differently as well. Most females could experience jealousy if their partner is wealthy or well known, but men typically experience jealousy when their lover is extremely lovely or alluring woman's. Her smile frequently conveys how she feels, treasured and cherished by the time spent together, spent with the significant others in her life. People's faith in one another is extremely crucial in every partnership since it's what sustains the partnership, and safe when trust is present. Simpler for the partnership to develop and be steady in addition to how we. Conclusions and important lessons use gestures to communicate without using words. And expressions are also crucial. Body language aids in comprehending what the someone other is experiencing or desiring, even when they remain silent about foreplay, that is, kisses and pats. Prior to the private moments are crucial because they contribute to an increase in delight and fortify the emotional relationship between spouses, resulting in these moments that are even more significant and special. I hope you both found all of this enjoyable. Details regarding the sexuality of women and the significance of emotional attachment in connections. I'd like to know from which of these facts do you think most shocked you, or perhaps you possess anything intriguing to impart. Regarding the topics we covered today, please leave a comment below. I'd love to hear whether you thought the video was helpful. Remember to give it something like this. Truly aids in getting our content in front of more folks, and if you haven't signed up yet, click the subscribe button to access the channel. Press and turn on the bell to get alerts whenever a new video is released. Hello, I sincerely appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the upcoming video. Be careful and continue learning and exploring with us.